What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So I worked some overtime today, and this morning I woke up and I decided to wear Tom Ford Fougère Jour. I believe that's how you pronounce it. All right. Now this is a 2018 release, I believe, from Tom Ford, and this is a Fougère offering. Now, of course, it has Fougère in the name of the fragrance, and you know me. If you don't know me, I'm a Fougère fiend, guys. Or ladies, or both. I love Fougères. I cannot get enough of Fougères, guys. I have a whole bunch of Fougères, and I actually want to make a Fougère video, right? It probably end up being a list video. I know, ironic, right? But this is a Fougère offering from the house of Tom Ford. Now, I don't have the notes in front of me, guys, because I hiked out here and I didn't realize that I didn't have any cell service until I pulled out my phone, and I got an iPhone, and it says up in the top right corner, it says SOS, you know, save our souls. Well, I'm SOL because I couldn't pull up the notes, but I do kind of remember the note breakdown. But I'm gonna just give you guys my thoughts on what I think that this thing smells like. This is not a full review by any means. And so this is my first time actually wearing this as my scent of the day. All right, now let me just get one thing out the way. So if you look at the bottle, this is not a real Tom Ford bottle, of course. I bought this decant off of Reddit, and the bottle actually is kind of cool. It's but it also looks a little janky too, because I don't know if the camera's gonna pick this up, but the bottle's actually blue and the cap is brown. So I don't know what the guy was doing with that. Maybe he's pulling my leg or something, but the fragrance is legit in the bottle, and let's talk about it. Okay, so let me just spray some on my hand, and I will tell you guys what this smells like to me and kind of my experience today wearing it at work while I was working some sweet overtime. All right, guys, this is such a well blended fragrance. Let me just start off by saying that superbly well blended. Of course, with all Tom Fords, the quality is on point. So I know that Tom Fords are super expensive, but at least if you pay that price, you know you're gonna get a well-blended, high-quality fragrance pretty much every time, okay? I've never smelled anything from Tom Ford that's been shite quality, all right? So, in the top, right, I believe the notes listed are mandarin orange and lavender, and that's pretty much what you're gonna get. You're gonna get some sort of citrus note and a very pungent lavender. Okay, this lavender, believe it or not, well, you're probably gonna believe it, kind of reminds me of Tom Ford Beau. All right, now in Tom Ford Beau, if anybody doesn't know, Tom Ford Beau is a lavender heavy Fougère, right? It has lavender in the top, lavender in the mid, and lavender in the base. I own a bottle. I love it. I think it's a 10 out of 10 masterpiece Fougère fragrance for men, and it is a beast. It lasts all day long, and it is so good. So if you haven't smelled it, get your nose on Tom Ford Beau. I'm not saying that Fougère Jour by Tom Ford smells anything like Tom Ford Beau, because honestly, I don't think it does. The only thing comparable to Fougère Jour by Tom Ford is that lavender. And that lavender, guys, in Fougère Jour, it is pungent. It is a little skanky. At least it comes off on my skin a little skanky. But it does smooth out over time. Just give it some time, guys, okay? But you're gonna get some citrus and some lavender right up top. Also, what starts to happen after a couple minutes is there is some spices introduced. Now, guys, like I told you before, I don't have the notes in front of me, but you know, I believe that there is some labdanum in here, and there is some Kumarian and Tonka musk, and there's something else, but there is no oak moss, okay? And that's another difference between Tom Ford Beau and this fragrance. There is no oak moss in Fougère Jour, okay? I was going to tell you guys about that later, but I guess I just spilled the beans, right? There is no oak moss in here, but this fragrance, right, when it enters the mid, it gets a little creamy, it gets a little spicy, but that lavender note is going to carry over from the top. In fact, I could smell the lavender throughout the entire life of the fragrance. It's just that lavender is really strong in the top, right, when you first spray it on, and it gets a back seat pretty much. It goes to the back as the fragrance dries down. Still beautiful though, still really smooth, but in the mid, spices, creaminess, and a little bit of resinous labdanum, right? And so when you finally get into the base, guys, the creaminess is still kind of there a little bit. The spices are just there. They're also taking a back seat as well. But man, you really kind of get those musks, and it just dries down to, I wouldn't say a linear fragrance, but it's kind of a mix between everything, you know. And that's the best way I can put it. It's very soft. It dries down a little clean, guys. In fact, actually kind of very clean, but it doesn't have a soapy smell at all, all right? And it also dries down a tad bit woody. And, you know, I believe that there is also Akagala wood in here too. I just remembered that. So it does dry down woody, and so there is Akagala wood. And I believe Tom Ford switched out the oak moss for the Akagala wood. I'm butchering the name, I know. But this doesn't dry down mossy, it dries down woody. So this is a very woody, lavender, citrus, resiny, spicy, musky, clean Fougère, all right? For men. This is marketed unisex. However, I do believe some ladies could wear this. This just screams masculine to me, all right? It does. It really does. It screams masculine, it screams maturity, it screams class. You know, it kind of just takes you back to that time where fragrances, you know, marketed for men were actually marketed for men. It wasn't this unisex thing going on now where everybody and their dog and mom could wear it. You know, I mean, this was for men, this is for women. There is a clear line drawn, separation between the two. But, you know, this is definitely masculine for me. So I love the way this stuff smells. It doesn't scream off your skin either, which is something else I really like. This doesn't have, like this fragrance lasts quite a while, actually. I'm about 7 hours into this fragrance, and I can still smell it. Obviously, I just sprayed my hand. I'm not talking about when I just sprayed my hand, but I'm just talking about overall, guys. I mean, I could still smell it. It has a good sillage. It has a good scent bubble. You know, it has really great longevity for a Tom Ford, which is crazy, right? You know, guys, when people compare this to Tom Ford Beau, right? Like I said, lavender, that's comparable, right? But that's it, legit, that's it. There is no oak moss in here, okay? So for all my moss lovers, unfortunately, there is no oak moss in Tom Ford Fougère D'Oran. But there is that Akagala wood. So it is very woody, all right? And it's just a smooth wood, guys. It's a smooth wood. It does get a tad bit sweet. I also think that there is some sort of tonka bean in here. And the tonka bean adds just a tiny bit of sweetness, a tiny bit of powderiness, and that's it. It doesn't get too crazy. It never takes the front seat. It doesn't, you know, try to push the other notes out the way. It's just like, hey man, I'm here, I'm chilling, you know? So guys, I really do enjoy it. I know Sean P, you did comment underneath my scent of the day post when I had posted this as my scent of the day this morning. And you said, is it any good? I think it is. I think it's good. However, you know, unless you can find a really good deal, like guys, I won't buy any more than 30 mLs of this stuff. To be honest with you, I won't. Because I don't want to pay $290 for a 50 ml. That ain't gonna happen. I've never paid $290 for a fragrance, period. all right? And for Tom Ford to be selling 50 mLs, because they only sell 50 ml, and then they sell a 250 ml Falcon for like $500. So you can either pay, you know, $290 for a 50 ml or $500 for 250. There's no 100 ml option out there. So, you know, it is what it is, guys. However, if you like Fougères like I do, at least try it, at least sample it. If you live close to a Tom Ford boutique, go there, smell it. It's nice. It's elegant, guys. You know, I mean, it doesn't scream off the skin. It kind of stays close to the skin after about that hour mark, but it lasts, it'll get you through an 8-hour workday. I'll say that. And it smells masculine. Like I said, ladies could wear it too, but it's masculine to me. And it's a great fragrance, and I'm glad I got my nose on it. And I will be doing a full review sometime in the future. I ain't gonna say next month. I ain't gonna say 6 months from now, because you know me, guys. I'm just a busybody, okay? So thank you so much for watching the channel Loc'd. I'm your host, Dr.Goo. Remember, you can do anything that you put your mind to. Please stay safe out there in this crazy world, because we all know it's crazy. In Las Vegas, there was just a shooting at UNLV. That's crazy, right? So stay safe out there. Enjoy your life, smell good, guys, and I'll catch you in another one of my videos, all right? All right, guys. Peace.